A very good morning. It's Mark here. It is going on 7:30 Eastern. That's 12:30 GMT, January the 29th. Big day today in terms of data releases. We have the uh, Bank of Canada rate decision, and that will be at 9:45 Eastern. That's 2:45 GMT. And then we have at 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 p.m. GMT, FOMC, the Fed, the US rate decision. Both eagerly anticipated they will have an effect on the market. It seems a pretty done deal that the Canadian Bank of Canada will cut rates by 25 basis points. US not as certain. I believe they will leave rates unchanged. That's the way it seems at this point. Either way, the market will react. Let's see how the US dollar is looking at the start of our US session, which is about to get underway. I did look as I was setting up, and US dollar looking strong this morning. Have a look at that. Following yesterday's positive day, a slight rally after starting the week with a small gap up. Remember, US dollar had been really sold strong last week, and then a little bit stronger, a gap up yesterday, went up a little bit higher up to the 107.70. You can see today broken through yesterday's high, yesterday's resistance. Now at 107.99, sitting at 107.99. Buyers looking to test that 108 level. So US session about to get underway, and to start the day so far, we're seeing strong US dollar, bearing in mind that we've seen so many reversals over the past few weeks, with be it strong or weak US dollar reversing when the US session gets underway. However, a strong start to the day for sure. Let's have a look at the S&P. Interesting. We had a big sell-off in the S&P. As you can see, a gap down, a big sell-off 2 days ago. Yesterday, buyers did fight back. There was demand on the equity front. All US major equities did strengthen. S&P, as you can see, got back to the previous day's open price. Today, not much happening. Bear in mind, though, that it is pre-market opening. Still 2 hours to go until Wall Street gets started, but definitely hasn't given up any of those gains. Gap down a little to start, but pretty much where it ended yesterday. Let's see how the equity markets perform when Wall Street does get going. And like I say, that is about 2 hours away. Commodities, let's start and look at gold. Gold given up a little bit of yesterday's gains. So it has weakened to start the new trading day, but I guess that is in keeping with the inverse relationship. We've seen strong US dollar, so there you can see gold has been sold off slightly. I'm saying slightly, the trend is still up. Gold has been strong. The resistance at 2,765 is a high level. We know that, and gold could well go on to test the highs at 2,784. That's the resistance, but it will a lot will be dependent upon the performance of the US dollar and the inverse relationship between the two. Let's have a look at Brent oil. Such a strong sell-off in oil. We've seen that. Wow, just have a look how strong this downtrend has been. Yesterday, tried to fight back, very little success. Today, sellers back in control and again looking to test this support at 75.50, 75.54. There's the support. Interesting that this support area that sellers are looking to break below is a previous resistance area. And when resistance becomes support, we know that becomes a very relevant area. and that's why that 75.54 is an important level to watch. Buyers will want to bounce like they tried yesterday to bounce up off this support area, get back above 77, but that seems a long way away, and for whatever reasons, this strong down trend and selling Brent has continued, and buyers just haven't stepped in at this point. We'll see what happens today during the US session. And Bitcoin to start today's trading session has been relatively strong. No wick below the open. That's always a strong bullish signal. And at this point has closed above yesterday's open, sitting right now at 102.64. If you look at the last few days, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the start of this week, not looking bullish. Downtrend is still in place. And price action is kind of contained between 100,000 and 103. That seems to be where the price action is for now. Sellers, of course, will want to test and break below the 100,000 level, whereas buyers will want to get above this 103,000 level. Again, let's see how that plays out today. But watch out for those two announcements. The markets could well react sharply to the central bank decisions. Good trading, guys. Let's keep that discipline going, and I will see you at the end of today's session. Good trading.